What is happening? Okay, I think it's working now. What y'all doing? That thing is kind of obnoxious, at least on my screen. Like, this, why is so much of it blurry? Is a large portion of y'all's screen like crazy? Did your cows get out when someone knocked your fence down? No one knocked our fence down. What are you talking about? No, on my end, it's wild. Okay, on Facebook it looks normal. That's good. You're about to do laundry? Eh. Who needs that? We have things to talk about tonight, y'all. What the heck? It's been a crazy day over here. Let me get our supplies. Hang on. Miss Grayson said this one's mine. She then snatched it up. Okay, hang on. Who knows? All right, I think we're gonna do poofs on the top and the bottom on this one. The sign is a little large. Can I ask you about what kind of ribbon holders you have? Do you mean the ribbon racks? Darla, you're on Facebook, so if you just type storage, it'll send you all the information in Messenger. I honestly, if I just told you to go look up at shoe racks on Amazon, you would get thousands of different ones. But if you just type in the word storage, it will send you a link to the exact ones that I have. Yeah, so we reached 386 signups today. Nancy, you do have to be on Facebook for Keywords to Work. So we did pass Megan's 375 goal. We did. Someone said, was it crazy good or bad today? Both? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. You bet that made her scream? She screamed. Okay, we're going to take our 10-inch mesh that we're going to use for the poofs, and we are going to throw it on the floor, get ourselves a nice little fold over, then just fold your ends just a little bit, and then give it a quick little ruffle. You've been trying to stay awake? Listen, we had a lot of things happen today. Let's see. Okay, I feel like most people that are going to join us are here because I don't want to talk about it over and over again. Okay, so today's craziness. Did I scan the mesh? I did not. I just threw it on the floor. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for what happened today? You're not going to believe it. I don't know if Megan overrooted or if she overtooted, but Megan had emergency surgery today. She woke up in the middle of the night, and Zach had to bring her to the emergency room, and she had to have her gallbladder removed. Yeah. So it's been a crazy day. She's doing fine. Surgery went great. They're expecting a quick recovery. Like, they're even hoping that she gets to go home tomorrow. Yeah, that explains her morning sickness. Turns out she wasn't pregnant, just a gallbladder. All right, we're going to do 30-inch poofs around the top. Yeah, okay, and then y'all, as soon as she got out of surgery, they were trying to feed her. Guess what they were trying to feed her? Alfredo. She said, "Oh, we can't be doing that with these drugs." So we went and got our Texas Roadhouse. She said, "I'm pretty lactose. We can't be having no Alfredo." She's already on a low-fat diet. We got there, she said, "They was trying to make a mess in here." Zach is good. Melly's good. Melly is with her boyfriend. They're staying at the house to take care of the dogs and cats. Listen, we were like, "Are you sure?" And then they told her no dietary restrictions. We just got her grilled chicken. And rolls. I can't imagine that she's going to eat much of anything. She was still pretty out of it whenever we visited her. Yeah, when she said she wanted a lot of ranch, I was thinking, I don't know if you should have a bunch of ranch, girl. All right, we're adding our 10-inch poofs. Yeah, that's what I told her. Weight loss. Got her. Yeah, her favorite food is McDonald's chicken nuggets and french fries. I said, "Girl, hope that was a good last meal the other day." So as you can imagine, it was a very eventful day here. Wait, it gets better. She still thinks that she's running the show this week. She's like, "I gotta get out of here. We have the in-person." I said, "I mean, you might be able to come visit, say hi." She was trying to convince the doctor to postpone the surgery and everything. Yeah, it was microscopic. Yeah, we're going to do proofs inside and out on this one. She don't know, but me and Jordan have this under control. We already went through the whole plan. We already went through all the stuff that she hasn't done. We have a list of what needs to get done. Jordan will be here on Sunday. I got Liz. Everything is going to be just fine. She just either did a little too much rooting or a little too much tooting. We don't know. So far, we're at 386 people. Yep, Tammy's going to come in. Tammy will be here Wednesday night. Okay, Tammy has sent, 5,000 messages saying that whatever we need, she can be here, she can do this, she can do that, she can do this. So finally, I texted her back and I said, Tammy, this is what we need. Me and Jordan, we can teach all day long. We can make stuff all day long. But we are not good people. I said, so we need you to come and be the people. So now she's in charge of after hours. Like that. Me, Jordan, and Parker don't people. That's not what we're good at. Like, if y'all want to just hang out and like scroll TikTok together, me and Jordan are your people. She has her own thing to do. Her thing is over on Tuesday. She was already planning to be here Thursday and Friday. So she'll just come in a couple hours early. Okay. So we have our 10-inch poofs on top. Now we're going to go to the bottom row and add 12-inch poofs. Oh, anyone who's ever met me will tell you, we are not people. We are hang out, get stuff done. Okay. Nope. None of us need help. We all have it under control. Megan wasn't doing any of those jobs. Megan's job was the host. This is her event. Okay, but here's the thing that we do need to do. How many of y'all have been watching Megan for the last couple of weeks? What has she been talking about? What is she stressed about? She's already worried about extra money because she has all these extra bills that she's planning for, right? So her goal was to reach her 500 signups so that she would make extra money so that she could help pay for Melly's new apartment and all that stuff. So now she's worried, because she's going to be out of work for a little while. So we still have to hit her goal. She had to have emergency gallbladder surgery. So if you haven't joined us yet, make sure you join us for the workshop. You're getting memos from Damon. Does it say Damon at mail.makersmarketinghub? Because that's me. And those are emails, girl. Did I say Megan is having gallbladder removed? Nope, didn't say that. I said she had it. It's gone. She had emergency surgery today. How much is left on the tree? We are at 386 right now. So let's see. What's that quick math? 114 people. I think we're going to hit it. What do y'all think? Okay, so we did 10-inch poofs around the top, 12-inch around the bottom. Now we're going to go grab the 10-inch mesh. And do our ruffles. Yep, she's doing fine. Surgery went great. She's in a room. We brought her snacks and dinner. We made sure Zach had snacks and dinner. Melly's good. The app is working fine. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about the event. We were only concerned about Megan taking care of herself, not stressing out, making sure that we still hit our goal. That way we can make sure that she doesn't have to worry about that apartment bill. Oh yeah, we brought her a whole box of rolls. There's a couple thousand people watching in the app. So it's definitely there. Yeah, I just scanned this mesh and it never came up either. What is happening? Okay, that one finally scanned. She's not going to want to eat for a while? Well, every single person that we passed in the hospital who saw that we had a Texas Roadhouse bag said, that must be for Megan. So she definitely placed an order that she wanted. And everyone on the floor knew. Because I walked, okay, so we knew what room number we were supposed to be going to. But when I walked by the chart board, it didn't say Fugate. It said two other names. And we were on the floor with like maternity people. And I was like, maybe Zach gave us the wrong number. And I didn't even say anything. And I just looked over at the nurse and she goes, you must be here for Miss Megan. I said, how did you know? She goes, Texas Roadhouse. Can y'all imagine the stuff that Megan was telling them after she got those little happy drugs? Okay, so far, Donna Chafin and Jamie Bruce have joined us. So now we're at 388. So out of our 2,000 friends tonight, we got 2. We're doing good. All right, finally got all the mesh scanned. All right, we're going to cut our ruffles at around 2,500. I was reading the numbers on the screen. 25 inches. One. Counting to 6 will be interesting. 2. Jordan and I also redesigned one of the whole projects today. Y'all, up until this point, Megan was pretty much in charge of the whole event because, you know, it was a way for her to make extra money for Melly and the apartment and all the things that she was trying to do. So I was just letting her run it. We were just financing it. But now, I had to get involved. Yeah. No pregnancy, no gallbladder. How many inches on the mesh? 25. Whoa. Sherry just grabbed a ticket. Stacy grabbed her ticket. Megan is awake because she's just texted us. We are truly... Here's the thing. Anyone that is willing to work really hard at what they want and show up and do all the things, I am always going to do what I can to help them reach their goals. It's just, of course. You tried to get rooted and an option was to pay through Amazon. I don't know that I would tell you to pay through Amazon because I don't know if it's going to connect your Amazon email to your Access account, which is not a real email. So I don't know that I would tell you to do it, but what's the link? It should be right above my head, watchrootedlive.com. Can I check? I cannot check. I'm live with a couple thousand people, Anne. You can always email customer service and they will get back to you on Monday. It's info@decoexchange.com. All right, we're going to curl each end just a little bit. All right, and then we're going to put one of these ruffles all the way around. I already knew that if I told someone, oh, I'll check after for you and email you, I'm not. There's no way I'm going to remember. No way. So it's just best if you email. That way I can guarantee you get your answer. Because when I get done here, it'll probably be midnight. Then I'm going to go home. Then I'm going to wake up with my list of things to do. And I'm going to forget. That's just me being transparent. So the only way that I can make sure that you get your answer, Anne, is to contact customer service. info@decoexchange.com. Y'all, on one of these, there's only 25 left. Okay, and then you're good. You are good. If you got the email that says welcome, perfect. No, we won't be showing the box until Sunday, I believe. Hey, Tammy. Okay, we've got Myrna, Katrina, Melissa, Christina all grabbed their tickets. Tammy, everyone was saying they loved your project tonight. Tammy, I told everyone that you're coming to save the day because me and Jordan are not people. Uh-oh. Two went side by side. It'll be fun. The link is watchrootedlive.com. Christina, it's just not the same without you delivering my mail anymore. Lynn grabbed her ticket. Emma grabbed a ticket. Oh, thanks, Emma. Deborah, you can watch the replays for sure. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you can also just type the word rooted and it will send you a message with the link. And yeah, the full ticket is $45 plus the $15 for $60 total. Is this for virtual tickets? Vicki, what does the website say it's for? Tammy, I feel like you almost got a case of the diarrhea today whenever your phone rang. Y'all, I don't call anybody. Like, I guarantee you, if we pulled up my phone records, it would tell y'all that I have used 10 minutes of time on my plan in 2026. I literally have an assistant so that she can call people, so I don't have to. And I called Tammy today. Because Megan put bingo on the schedule. I was like, I need help from an old person. I don't know how to do bingo. Let me call Tammy. Like, what? What do we need for bingo? I was like, who do we know that plays bingo? Tammy. Tammy Hodges. I was like, we are on the website. We're ordering stuff right now. But how many cards do we need? How many games do people play? All right. Katie got her ticket. Anne got her ticket. Mary got her ticket. Nope, you don't have to bring daubers. We bought daubers. Y'all, then Tammy was like, oh, you can go to this official website and get this and this, or you can make your own. Girl, Amazon. You getting wild now. I said, we only got a couple days. We can't be getting creative at this time. Vicky, I know. I wanted to make sure we did it right. It was me and Liz in there, and Liz is like maybe 24, 23. We didn't have any bingo experience. We were about to chat GPT bingo. I was like, we have an expert. Let's call Tammy. What if we would have bought like one little card for everybody? Yeah, I was like, I went to bingo with y'all last time, and I saw how serious these people were. I said, I'm not getting involved in that business. We're going to make sure they have fun at bingo. Also, okay, don't repeat this part. I love Red Cardinal. I love that we got to go there. I love that we got to support a local business. But we paid like $1,600 for y'all to play bingo, and y'all won $500. I feel like we could just buy the bingo game and the cards, and then I could give y'all $1,600 in prizes. I know, it's terrible. But I was like, I'll have to find another way to support her this month. Yeah, and there was other random people there, and I could tell that the other people did not enjoy having us there. Because our people were loud, and the people that were there were like serious players, and some of our people were just there to have fun. So, like, I don't want to ruin it for her normal people. I know, but okay. Have you guys ever been to a restaurant or an event or somewhere and you were so annoyed by the other people there that, like, it changes your mind about wanting to go back, thinking you may have that same experience? So if she has people that are regular, I don't want our crowd to go there once every 6 months and ruin the environment where they go all the time and then mess up returning customers. You know what I mean? Like, if she gets new people on Thursday that have never been there before and their first time there is with a bunch of crazy people with us, what if they don't go back? And then that's customers that could be seeing her every Thursday versus us who just go in twice a year. Yeah, the burger was good, but Mom's gonna cook for us. I mean, I can tell you personally, like, I went to places and it was so loud and obnoxious that I don't go back. Now, what are the chances that that same people are going to be there every time I want to go? 0. But still, let's see. Darlene grabbed a ticket. Deborah got a ticket. Sharon got a ticket. How did you choose that mesh? Just like that. It matched the project. No magic answer there, Patty. I walked through the mesh and I said, oh yeah, fall. Where you play bingo, it was silent. Yeah, also, like, if y'all want to play 3 games, then take a break and then play 3 more games. Like, we don't have to, you know. I don't know. I think we just have a lot more freedom on what we do here. Vicky grabbed her ticket. Thank you, Vicky. All right, last 3 ruffles. Oh, we should definitely put Kara as the bingo caller. Standing right up here in the front, lights on, microphone. I feel like Kara would love that job. Courtney, we could always call in the PTO bunnies. So you picked your sign first? Yeah, I always start with the focal. Kara's like, sorry, I lost my gallbladder too. Julie, Megan had to have emergency surgery today. Tiffany was in here. Tiffany's wild. Yeah, she's doing fine. She's in recovery. She does have to spend the night. Hopefully they send her home tomorrow. The surgery literally took 20 minutes. They were in and out. Okay, I do have a question for y'all. Okay. Growing up, was anyone else like trained that if your appendix ruptures or something crazy is going on in your body and you need emergency surgery, it's like an emergency and it needs to happen right now? Like, I know for a fact, like appendixes, people used to like, if it ruptured, it was like they were scrambling to get you into surgery to get all the gunk out of you. Not now. Mellie's boyfriend had to have emergency appendix surgery. Like, appendix ruptured everything. And it was like hours later before they ever took him into surgery. Megan, today, same thing. They knew at like 10 a.m. emergency gallbladder removal. She didn't start her surgery till 1:20. I was like, what happened to emergency surgery? I was like, what is happening? Okay, so we did 10-inch poofs around the top, 12-inch poofs around the bottom, 25-inch ruffles around the whole base. That's where we're at so far. And we never scanned our base. Surgeons were there. Everything was there. They just took their time. Okay. So this is the sign that we went with. One that Jordan made. We went to Target to get her a get well card and some flowers. And I really, really wanted to get her adult diapers. I didn't do it. Maybe next week. It's like, maybe it's too soon. Yeah, this one is super cute. Kathleen, all of our friends, you would swear none of them have a gallbladder because it's all of them every single time. Tammy, Mel, all of them. We go out to eat, and before we make it back, they're always like, dibs. Okay. Train's here. It's fine. Okay, so let's figure out our ribbon. Carol, someone already bought the completed wreath. Yeah, somehow I have no gastro problems, and I only hire people with gastro problems for some reason. Okay, we're definitely using this chocolate brown, but I think that might just be in the bow. I haven't figured it out yet. It's like, oh, bathroom issues? Hired. So all I'm doing is looking at the ribbon that I picked out and making sure that the ribbon matches the sign. Okay. I actually want to use 2 different colors of burlap. How many bathrooms do the warehouses have? 2, 3, I think we have 5 total. And there's a big field in the back. If it's an emergency, just run out and squat. I also kind of want to pull in a little bit of leopard print to be wild. Okay, let's use those. Anne and Irene grabbed their tickets. Have 400 people signed up? I'm not sure. I don't have a total in front of me. I know we only needed 14. When do you start? Kathleen, you better check inside the group and look at the schedule, girl. Doors open at like 8:30 on Thursday. 5, 6. We are using 3 different sets of ribbon tails, so we will need 6 of each ribbon. This is one of my favorite ribbons. Mainly, I just like the feel of it. If you've ever had a cast or you ever felt a cast, this burlap, it's like a burlap, but it's got some kind of like rough coating on it. I always enjoy just touching it personally. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? That feeling though? It's like wide burlap, but they have some kind of coating on it that makes it a little bit rough. All right, so we got 6 of those. Hey, Josh. Y'all, if you came in late, we did share that Megan had to have emergency surgery today. So we are trying to reach her goal of signups without her today. She is doing good. And they're hoping she gets to go home tomorrow. So if you haven't joined us yet, definitely check out watchrootedlive.com and you can decide if you want to grab a ticket to join us or not. Tickets do start at $15. If you're over on Facebook, you can just type Rooted and it will send you a message with all of the information. All right, 6 of these at 12 inches. There's number 6. They sent her home that evening. Well, she had it late in the day. I'm also wondering where the cats are. We haven't seen the cats in a while. Can you imagine if we lost the cats while she was out? Yeah, hers was laparoscopic too. Yeah, normally we've at least heard a cat fight by now. Y'all, this mustard with burlap edges, I'm pretty sure this was in a box. Yeah, it was. I love this ribbon for fall. Megan's not in charge of the cats, just so you know. She gives them treats. Okay. The size of this ribbon roll is obnoxious, but I do love it. I love the actual ribbon. It's the same material as that other one. This is a 50-yard roll. And there are only 3 left in our warehouse. Oh, Terry, I have lots of open rolls of this. I have like 6 of this one for me, personally. There's also a 2.5-inch version, but it's currently sold out already. There's 4 of the 2.5. Okay, well, when I looked it up online earlier, it said 0. So I'm not sure. Unless somehow it's listed twice. Hang on. We'll look. Or if it's from a different company. But the one that I have right here, when I scanned it earlier today, it said 0. Okay. There is a dark one and then the natural one. This one shows that we do still have 4. Then we've got this really pretty double-sided fall. All right, we just need 6 of each, and they're 12 inches. I did hear that after Megan got her drugs, the only thing that she was concerned about was telling everyone there that she didn't have her bra. It's also what she told us as soon as we got there, that she left so fast she didn't even have a bra. And I said, honey, your cuts are here, here, and here. They saw a lot more than no bra. And she just said, I guess so. Yo, we did find a couple more rolls of this one. The burlap with the black edges from the June box. Nope, May box. You think she had a stone or two? They did not say she had any stones. All right, we got everything cut. Yeah, a lot of times women have their gallbladder removed after they have weight loss. So rapid weight loss makes your body basically go into trauma mode, and your body produces more bile, and the bile goes into your gallbladder. But your gallbladder isn't actually using the bile to process foods. So I was like, girl, it's just another pound off the scale. Good job. Celebrate the wins. Okay, and y'all know she always says that she's Asian cheap. She said the most pain is every time they have to scan her little bracelet because something's been added to the bill. She said every time it just hurts so much. All right, we are going to pair up two of our ribbons, the 2.5 and the 1.5. We're going to fold it right in half, give it a good pinch. Give it a good squeeze. And then we're going to add one of these sets all the way around our base. I can't wait for her to come back to tell you all the stories, because y'all know she's going to have some stories. She said, I don't even know how I got back here after surgery. She said, I don't remember leaving the other room, and I don't remember getting to this room. Okay. Y'all also know Megan is 0 to 100, right? So this was her first surgery ever. When she found out about surgery, she texted me. Just promise you're going to make sure that Mel and Zach are okay. I said, girl, it's your gallbladder. Calm down. You're going to make it. We're going to survive. So this is not a major surgery. This is not said your gallbladder is not taking you out today, girl. Oh, Zach was crying too. All right, so we're just going around our wreath, adding those tails into every twist. I was waiting for her to say that her mom was on the way to take care of her because her mom was a nurse. And I figured she'd already called in all of the backup, but she didn't say it. Like, I was for sure expecting her to say she's making Melly move home, her mom's on the way. I was expecting the whole list of things happening. If y'all have ever seen Megan with a cold, y'all would know why I expected the whole cavalry to show up. Yeah, she's glued too. No stitches. I feel like we could have just done that in the office right here. I got super glue. Sharp scissors. Just the gallbladder. Just take it out. We could have found a video on YouTube, I'm sure. Your ribbons don't stay separated. You just need to make sure you're tying them in tighter. Oh, wait. We have something else more important to talk about. Do y'all remember, were y'all here the night where I bought this water for the first time And me and Parker were live together, and Parker kept saying how obnoxious this giant water bottle was. Were y'all here that night? Where he just kept hating on my giant water bottle? Guess who steals my giant waters out of the fridge every day? Guess who has 4 open bottles laying around his desk? He said, I really like this water. It tastes different. Mm-hmm. He said, you don't mind me drinking your water? I'm like, no, I don't mind. Just wait till he's on a live. We're going to call him out. You can tell that he grew up. It cracks me up, but you can tell that he grew up with a much older brother because he always asks first, like, hey, can I have one of your Cokes? Hey, can I have one of your XYZ? Like, if I purchased it and bring it to our house is mine. I said, you know, like, you don't have to ask me to eat or drink in our house, right? Now, I do expect that if you take the last item or the second to last item, like, you send me a message, because I grocery shop most of the time. And I absolutely hate it if I buy something for a recipe and then I go to use it and it's gone. But as far as, like, do you mind if I have one of your Cokes? I feel like him and his brother used to fight over fudge rounds. And they both had their own snacks. That's sweet, though. We're not roommates. Like, anything in our house is ours. Cheryl loved the brownies. Aren't they so good? Parker was so mad the first time I made those brownies. He was like, wait a minute. We've been together for 7 years and you've never made these brownies before? I was like, it's just so much easier to order them from Domino's. Where can you find the recipe? Paperplateapproved.com. Yeah, we have a whole food blog over there. I need to put more stuff on it. I just haven't. Listen, and most of the stuff gets charged to his credit card. So it's really his. We have joint checking accounts and joint savings accounts and joint everything. I'm pretty sure that makes the pantry also joint. Tammy, we were just talking about how Parker always asks me for permission to like take things that I purchase. Like if it's chips or candy or Cokes, he's always like, hey, do you mind if I have one of your Cokes? All right, we're almost done with our ribbon tails. Oh, I'm not that sweet. If it's in my house and I want it, I'm just going to take it. I'm not asking permission. Remember, only child. And maybe that's why it's so wild to me. Like when we grew up, we never had to ask for anything like that. Like it was just, if it was there and available, it was there and available. Like me and Megan have this fridge over here stocked with snacks and food and drinks and all kinds of stuff. And we don't ask each other like, oh, you brought this. Do you mind if I get one? We just get it. I was an only child, but my mom raised about 9 kids. So there's that. Which means I raised about 9 kids with her. If it's the last one, do I mention it? No, I just reorder it. We got Walmart delivery. There should never be a last anything in our house. because it can be there in an hour. You make your grandkids ask? Yeah, my grandmother never made us ask for food either. If you were hungry, you knew where snacks were. Oh yeah, when people come to our house and spend the night, Tammy will tell you. I'm like, hey, I left the light on in the pantry and in the utility room. That's where the drink fridge is. The pantry has all the snacks. Help yourself. If anyone is ever hungry around me, that is their own fault. Okay. Your sister and brother live with each other in their 60s. Well, hopefully your sister and brother aren't sharing everything, girl. Jessica just sent me a picture of a giant possum in her yard. All right, I'm using our electric stapler from the Home Depot. It is Aero brand. We're just going to staple 4 pipe cleaners around our sign. Well, I see 2 cats. They're sleeping on a blanket over there. We're still missing 1. Good night, Patty. Patty, if you're new here, make sure you follow the page. And if you haven't yet, download the Deco Exchange app. We have live tutorials almost every day, multiple times a day usually. So you'll definitely be able to catch more tutorials. All right, we got our 4 pipe cleaners added. Stapler is off. Now I'm going to pull all 4 of those pipe cleaners towards the center, maybe. And then just put all of them right down the middle. I personally want my signs to sit securely on top of the mesh. I do not want them to sink in or down. So I'm just going to pull it somewhat tight. Tie it off. Then whatever side I tie off first, I like to just go to the opposite side. Oh, awesome, Patty. Do you put it through the mesh? Nope, Cindy, remember we took it and we went right down the middle? You wish you had the talent of mixing patterns and colors. You're getting better. I'll be honest. Here's the thing. You ready? Stop worrying about it. I don't worry about patterns. I don't worry about colors. I don't worry about textures. The only thing that I worry about when I pick out my ribbons, which you saw me do, was does this particular ribbon match my design? I don't care if this ribbon and this ribbon match. I don't care if this ribbon and this ribbon match. I only care if this ribbon matches my design. That's it. If someone tells you that you have to have a solid, tell them to. Okay? If someone tells you that you can't have too many zigs and zags, tell them to. Okay? Did you read my lips? None of that matters. We're not trying to put an outfit together in the 70s anymore, where you had to have like a rule where you can't have a brown and a black together. It doesn't matter. I promise. Let it go. Does the item that you want to use match your project? If it matches, try it. People think that someone can give them rules because it's what that person likes to see, or because that person wants to sound fancy. But the reality is, those rules stop you from moving forward. I would rather see you move forward and become comfortable with just matching your project. That's it. Guess what? If you mix a cotton with a silk, no one cares. No one cares. Yeah, if your husband tells you it's too crazy, tell him, listen, I'm locking it up and you ain't getting nothing until you say you like my wreath. Okay? And I'm gonna need an extra $500 for supplies this month because you rude. See, just like that. Lock it up. Tell him. I promise you, he wants something you got, girl. Rule it. Okay? Would y'all have thought about putting this wreath? Yeah, lock it up and add 500 to get the key, okay? Call it taxes. Call it a tariff, whatever you need. Complains about your ribbon stash? Lock it up. He won't say nothing again, I promise. Okay, but look how perfect this ribbon, let me grab it. Okay, the black and the white. Look at the letters. Black with a white outline. The orange, the bright orange leaves, the little patches, right? So this ribbon matched our focal point. That's the only thing I cared about. Now watch how this works. Could we use a purple ribbon? No, right? There's no purple. You're gonna be, listen, you're gonna have to lock it up twice. Okay? But could we use a blue or a denim? Look, his overalls. Could we have mixed in some sunflowers? even if there was just that one little patch of blue right there, that would have given us permission to throw some blue in there, okay? This ribbon, we've got orange and burgundy and green and yellow and cream. Yellow, sunflowers. Green, leaves. Burgundy. There are shades of burgundy in his shirt, in the darker pieces of the pumpkin, in the darker leaves down here. The white, the cream colored background. Right? Now, if we were just looking at these two, that looks like Ray Charles put it together. He said, feels good, match. Guess what? They don't need to match. They both need to match your project. That's it. Leopard print. Guess what? The little dots on the leopards. Oh, we said Ray Charles. Guess what they match? The center of our sunflowers. The background is browns and burlaps. I see a brown stem. I see burlap on his face. I see burlap on his hat. Also, leopard print is very much a fall color. It's a neutral. And then, whenever I'm trying to put the ribbons together, what I try to do is just make sure that we don't put the same colors in the same twist, right? So see how both of these have yellow in them? I want them to be separate. Okay? So for me, when I looked at it, this one was the most drastic, right? So I put it with the busiest pattern. Because if it's going to be wild, it might as well be wild together. Right? This ribbon doesn't have any burlaps in it, so I put a burlap with it. But if the ribbons match each other, they do not go together in my twist, ever. Okay? So what I avoid is that whenever I look at the wreath, that one spot catches all your attention. You should have a focal, and everything else should support that focal. Does that make sense? If you have really good cleavage, are you going to wear a fancy belt buckle? We don't want to split the attention, ladies. Remember, extra $500 in supplies. We are not splitting attention. Focal. Make sense? Think about it. Every one of y'all have a favorite asset. Whenever you get ready for your date night or you was trying to get that man, did you ever compete with the best asset? No. You made sure that was the spotlight. Lock it up. Or woman, whatever you were into. It's clicking, huh? You know what I learned a long time ago? That if I can make y'all laugh and give you a really good point, you will remember it. And the next time you're making your wreath, you're going to be like, okay, what's the cleavage? Y'all, we also have this ribbon and a 4-inch. This one is not double-sided though, just so we're... This one, double-sided, a little bit more expensive. This one is not double-sided. And if you don't remember cleavage, just remember the prize, extra $500. Will that one get me an extra swipe on the credit card? See? Cleavage, lock it up. We got this. Yeah, Sherry, definitely save money on belt buckles, girl. We don't want to be splitting the attention. get the attention on the moneymakers. Okay, wait, Courtney, speaking of splitting attention, why did our friends down the road put the roof on the extra building so tall? Every time I drive by there, I'm like, why didn't they make it look similar? Y'all, on this one, we're just going to put a strip. Sherry, it's okay, girl. They don't need to know. Yeah, so one of our neighbors in town is adding on, but the new roof is like 10 feet taller than the old roof. And it's not a 2-story facility, it's just 1 story. Okay, I did switch to this one because I wanted to bring in burlap and the black, and I wanted a little bit more, but I didn't want to have to add 20 layers in the bow. So this one like brings in the best of both of them. And then mixing in a solid brown so that we also get the browns that were in the animal print. All right, let's slide it out of our bow maker. Give it a good pinch and a good twist. Let's get our wreath back. Now, normally I would always just add this right down to the bottom corner, but I think on this wreath, when I look at our cleavage, the most exposed area is up here, right? Like we have our whole scarecrow over here, we have all of our pumpkins and our words, but up here in this top corner, it's kind of empty. So let's see what it looks like if we put our bow right up here. Okay, now we're talking about adding the necklace, right? That pulls the attention back up to the attention getters. See? We're wanting to accent, not distract. I also meant to text Kelly earlier to get a haircut, and I forgot. What the heck? I feel like we talked about this last night. Okay, let's check it out. I think it looks good. This one was purchased earlier today, or earlier tonight, so we just need to get it tagged. Hopefully everyone that hadn't signed up yet has now signed up for the workshop next week. Y'all, you can grab a ticket for as little as $15. Of course, if you want the virtual pass and the all access, it is a total of $60, but you can join us for as little as $15. We would definitely love to have you, and we would love it if you help us hit our goal of 500 friends in the workshop. I wonder if we made it to 400 tonight. I wonder if I can log in to my computer from this computer and see. I was able to log in. What do y'all think is going to be our number? I don't have. I think it's close to 400, but I don't have another number to add to it. No, it's either right at 400 or it's right under 400. But I don't think we got to 400. And of course, I closed it before. So the people who actually went to the website and purchased were at 385, but there are some people who went and purchased it another way, which messes up the numbers. So 385 is less than the number here, so we know we're missing those other ones. So we're definitely missing a few on our list, but we'll get the right answer and get the board updated. All right, don't forget, if you haven't joined us yet, you can go to watchrootedlive.com to join us for that. If you added stuff to your cart tonight, you can head over to decoexchange.com@sold.com to check out. If you're in the app, you know how to check out. If you're on Facebook and you haven't downloaded the app yet, you should open up your app store, type in Deco Exchange, and download it. All right. And we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop on Megan's recovery. Like I said, we don't know if she overrooted or overtooted. Something got her. All right. You guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.